What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 19 of Soul Kitchen. We're on our second to the last episode of season 1, I guess. Small crew this week, but a very special episode with a very special guest. Before I do that, let me introduce tonight's host. We have Julian Pounds, Kicks and Craze. How's it going, man? You there, JP?
Sorry, it just cut out for me.
How you doing, man?
Good. Nice to be here tonight with our special guest.
Cool. And we have Emmanuel Guevara kicking it with G. How's it going, man?
Yeah, good guys. Yeah, looking forward to tonight. Hey, especially again as Julian said with our special guest. So it's gonna be a fun night.
Cool. We also have Micah McLean tonight. We know he drops on and off, so he'll probably just pop in the middle of the episode. So just letting you guys know that he'll be coming up. And of course, our special guest tonight, we have Jack James, first grade cricketer and owner of the Backwall in Crow's Nest in Sydney.
Yeah.
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and excited to enjoy.
Cool. And thank you for giving us the time, man. I guess before we begin, let's start with the tradition of the show, which is our shoe of the week. JP, what's your shoe of the week?
So I've got a special one that I've been hunting for a while. I missed out on eBay for the red version, but this might tip off Donald. But G's got this. But yeah, so I was able to cop this off a collector. He's got a lot of ASICs. He mentioned today he's got 160 pairs. His collection was curated for the 30th anniversary pop-up. So I was lucky enough to get his orange kois. And there's Micah.
Nice.
Hey, what's up?
We
You
have.
guys started already.
Yep. It's all good.
so-
We've introduced you, and JP's just showing off his orange kois.
Just
When did
just
you get
today.
those, my
So
brother?
I was just mentioning that a local collector in Sydney, he's been collecting for over a decade. He's got pretty much every single kith drop except for the pallets collection. So he stopped collecting when they Ronnie Flag just started dropping all those. So I was lucky enough to grab these off him. I've got a couple of other pairs. I got the dragon fruits off him as well today. I've got another one coming next
Nice.
week, which I'll hopefully show next week. But yeah, amazing pickup. I was able to snag it. He had the red one, but he only wanted to keep one, so I was lucky enough to grab that. It's one of my grails. I've been looking for a long time.
Wow, I prefer the
same.
orange ones. I know the red ones. The red ones are a
yeah.
bit older. I prefer the
so-
orange.
That's
Great
my pickup.
pickup, man. Cool.
I feel like the orange
You're
is
real
truer
s-
to the
you're-
actual fish, right? So,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
that-
right. Yeah, like the orange.
Had
and the
everything
white.
like
same
the
as I learned
soles
as well, so.
brand new as well. So
Fucking JP's collection's starting to get a bit out of control. if you ask.
Uh,
When I say starting,
G, what about you? What's your shoe of the week?
Oh, I put on a whole heap of Sauconys this week. It's my favorite shoe. But had the beignets on yesterday, the Sneaker Politics beignets. So I was rocking that all day yesterday. Love it. Yeah,
Nice.
another shoe Donald wants. So
Yep, I know.
we'll keep
Both
with
of
the
them
theme.
now. What about you, Micah? What's your shoe of the week?
I don't know if I've already shown these ones. If I
Clot
have, I'm
fives?
going to get a different one. But
Clot
if I showed you the, yeah, Clot 5. No, they're Pirate Black 2016.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Can't remember
Nice.
if I've shown you these. But yeah, I've been wearing these a little bit. It always makes me laugh because everyone just thinks they're Kmart shoes, but they're fucking worth a fortune because they just look like the Kmart versions of. I'm surprised, you know, when they came out and they're like all the soles started glowing in the dark. Like it didn't even matter if you had the real pair because everyone would just assume they were fake. There were so many different fakes around, but no, these are the real deal. I did always want a pair of these. The V1s
Yeah.
are my favorites. And I was hoping, when we had all that Yeezy restock, that we'd have a chance to get the turtle doves. That was always like a grail for me to try and get those, but unfortunately we didn't get that chance. But anyway, so that's my shoe of the week.
Nice.
Cool.
Amazing.
I'll probably go next before we go to our guest. This is not planned. Well, a little bit planned, but I got the maybe tomorrow Saucony collaboration, the tortoise and the hare. This was purchased off the Backwall. JP got this for me when he said they only have one pair per size, so I ended up copying size 10. So yeah, great
Yeah, he
great
took my size.
shoes. Yeah, the material.
I actually much prefer the hare over the tortoise.
Yeah. I do still want to get the
Yes.
tortoise. I don't know.
I just don't like. I don't like that silhouette as much. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
that's the classic
Yep.
silhouette there,
Yep.
the hare. So
Yeah.
that's why I'd prefer that.
Yeah. But for collection sake, I guess it's nice to have the other one as well. The
I guess
materials
so.
is
Yeah.
great. It's probably blasphemy for you guys, but I think I prefer this one over the fried chickens.
Oh
Wow.
my god, that is blasphemy. Get
Yeah, who let
Get
this
out.
guy in?
the colorway is much easier to wear, I reckon.
Yeah.
And I think the fried chicken extra lace looks exactly like this one, but a little bit
Yeah.
whiter.
Mm,
But yeah.
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 Has anyone put the white laces in their fried chickens?
No,
I've been
not
I
thinking
yet.
about
haven't,
doing
but I
that.
think that will work better. I've seen some photos
It'll
of the
pop
fried
more.
chickens using the white
Yeah.
thicker laces.
I haven't had a problem putting fits together for them. They look fine for me, but it's
Well,
just
your
me.
your fits look shit by
I'm
default
stylish,
anyway.
Yeah.
And of course, let's go to our guest, Jack. What's your shoe of the week?
Yeah, I was actually going to say you've stolen mine. I literally have taken one of those that we got in for myself, and I've pretty much worn them every day. And yeah, I love them as well. I think I prefer that one as well, the hare compared to the tortoise. I think the Shadow 6000 is definitely, the classic style compared to the Grid Hurricane. So yeah, and yeah, I think you're right. You can wear them with a lot more than the tortoise. So I don't have them with me in hand, but yeah, definitely that one is a pair. It's very hard for me to whenever I get something in, not just literally take whatever we get in and wear it. That's very select. That's one I definitely want
I bet.
to get. Yeah.
Yeah, don't smoke your own supply.
Yeah.
Man, that's the thing. If I ran a shoe store, I'd be bankrupt within 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
Cool.
whether to cop the tortoise pair as well that we're gonna get in, and I'm like, I don't know.
I think it's good to have both, even though
Yeah.
you're not gonna get much wear from the other one. So
Well, you just never know. I haven't tried them on foot, so the grid could be really comfortable, like when you get them.
Yeah.
So
the
just never know.
materials look really nice as well. And I was telling G, like the more I look at them, the more
Yeah.
I'm beginning to like them a lot. So they've been in and out of my cart in one of the online stores as well. So
Yeah, for me on those, it's not the colorway or the execution or anything like that. It's just simply the silhouette. I just much prefer the grid. The
Yeah.
6000s. That's the only thing that's holding it back. They've done a really good job with it. Like the quality looks amazing and everything else. It's just for me personally,
The
it's just a
silhouette,
silhouette
yeah.
thing.
yeah.
They did a cool animation on Instagram as well with their campaign. They've got a couple of like the tortoise and hare races. So check it out from maybe tomorrow's Insta. It's really cool, like what they've done, like especially for this whole campaign. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll have to check that out.
Cool. All right, so maybe let's move on for our topic of the night, which is all about our guest, Jack James. Maybe we should start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and your sneaker journey, or maybe should I say your retail store owner journey?
Yeah. Well, yeah, kind of like I got into sneakers literally just when I finished high school. one of my mates was really into it, and I kind of just jumped on the bandwagon with him. And I think obviously just started off kind of, your classic kind of like Nike and Jordans and stuff like that. And he was really into dunks, so I got into dunks a little bit. But obviously, I feel like once you kind of mature, I feel like the last kind of year or two, I've been definitely moving towards like New Balance and Saucony as well, especially with the retail store, getting the contract with Saucony. I've just grown to appreciate them so much more. And yeah, I guess the journey, I guess, over the last kind of like 5 years or so, like it's only really been the last, kind of year or so that I've been thinking about going into the retail side of things. It's always kind of been a hobby and a bit of a part-time job, doing uni and cricket and stuff like that with sneakers. But yeah, once I finished uni, and I thought, why not give it a crack, especially coming out of lockdown. So yeah, it's and yeah, the retail space, the Backwall's really only been open for just over 6 weeks now, so it's really new, and I'm still learning a lot. But yeah, that's kind of where I kind of started from, pretty much out of high school.
Cool. That's a very good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations on the store too. I saw a few of the photos that you put up on Instagram. The store itself looks incredible. It's a shame that I'm stuck down in Melbourne. I can't get a closer look, but it looks really good from the photos. So congratulations on your store.
Yeah, thanks very much. And that's only the downstairs as well. We're actually going to open our upstairs not tomorrow, but next weekend. So that's really exciting, and I think that's a bit bigger space as well, which will be nice. So excited to see what that brings as well.
And it's just is it just retail? Is it? It's not consignment.
So when we're opening upstairs, we are doing consignment now. So we've got extra shelf space. That was a bit of a problem downstairs. We've got such a limited amount of room. But yeah, upstairs we've opened it up to consignment. So it's interesting. We're like a half kind of retail and a half kind of consignment / resale store, which doesn't really exist. And I think you get the best of both worlds for sneakerheads.
That's cool.
Because obviously you just the way of the world is you're just not going to be able to cop your favorite kicks that you want. So yeah, we're kind of I guess half at the moment. Hopefully, like the goal in the future would be to get for example, like Lost and Founds in, like that would be incredible, but it's just it's just not going to happen overnight, unfortunately. So that's why we've gone half.
Yeah.
Cool. So in saying that though, right? How do retail store get an account from a particular brand? Like you getting Saucony recently, right? Is that a hard thing to get or to do?
Yeah, I think I was really lucky, to be honest, because I think I've already been rejected from a dozen of brands 3 or 4 times now already. So, but with Saucony, they were really good. I just met up with the pretty much salesperson, and he talked me through everything, and he really liked the concept and what we were doing. So Saucony have been really good, and I think it's just like really lucky to be able to get someone like Saucony on so early in the piece, and it's just really good to, especially to get the collabs that we're getting in, like the maybe tomorrow. We've got the Albino and Preto in as well, and we're getting a couple more stuff in as well into next year. So it's pretty crazy that 6 weeks in we can we had Saucony from the start, but get them from day one was awesome, and hopefully getting a couple more brands in as well very, very shortly.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Was there like the location? Like, did you look around for a while, or are you actually from the area? Or
yeah, it's an interesting one actually. So I generally so I was pretty much with my parents until a year ago, and they were getting a bit sick of me taking up 2 rooms for sneakers. So then they were selling their house. We went halves pretty much on a a house that was pretty much going to be knocked down as storage. So I was paying half the rent to pretty much store some shoes and sell some shoes out of there, and they had the other half for storage. And when that 6 months was up, I obviously didn't want to pay the full amount, and I started looking around, and this place in Crow's Nest kind of came up. I literally just moved into North Sydney, so that was quite close. And the appeal of the train station going in as well, and the price, I was like, wow, it's really cheap. It's pretty much the price of a storage unit, to be honest, for the space that we've got as a retail space. So yeah, that's kind of how it all came about, and it was, I'd say, 4 months in the making, back and forth, getting it done. And I also got married in the middle of it, so it was a
wow.
it was a hectic time. But yeah, that's how that kind of all came
Sounds
about.
hectic.
So I was looking at that place back in start of April, and I only moved in until about September.
Oh wow.
Wow. Cool.
Now with that location that you've got, how hard was it to get your name out there? Like, what were some of the ways that you were advertising when you just opened up?
Yeah, a lot of word of mouth, to be honest. I feel like that's the best way to advertise. We've done a little bit of social media advertising, free advertising as well, posting up on Marketplace and community groups and sneaker groups. And the response has been really positive because, you haven't really got much in terms of sneakers just on the north side of the bridge until you really get to Chatswood. And obviously you've got your Nike at Neutral Bay, and that's pretty much it until you get to Warringah Mall as well. So I think
Unless you go to JP's house, hey.
Jack, you don't know this, but I used to actually be the manager at the Nike store at Neutral Bay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, yeah, I feel like that was really the only place kind of where you go if you're kind of around that area, and I think it's a really popular area for people love sneakers. So that's the area we've got word of mouth, especially around high schools as well. And we've got a article published in the Mossman Daily, which was really exciting. So I don't know if you've seen it, but maybe check it out. Got our sneakers delivered on platters, and we're going to be launching, officially launching in January, and that's when we're going to be putting a bit more money into advertising. So
yeah, nice one.
Nice. The name, the Backwall. We kind of have an idea what that means as sneakerheads, but is there any personal sort of reason or story behind that name or choosing that name?
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard to name something, especially when it's quite important. But yeah, I was kind of tossing up names around, especially my group of friends, and that one kind of stuck. Purely because you got, on a marketing kind of basis, you got one syllable words, which helps it stick. And sneakerheads, the Backwall. I think we want to have a Backwall at our shop, and that looks really good and is really cool. So yeah, that's kind of the reason behind it. And I mean, you look at the backgrounds of your screens, you guys have all got a pretty nice little Backwall there as well. But not only that as well, shopping around at outlets as well, you'd always be what's on the back wall as well. So it's kind of got many meanings, I guess, which I like. It can kind of mean something different to each person.
Cool.
I think that's what I love about the name is that, when you associate the back wall, I mean, for me anyways, it's always finding that gem. On the weekend, you head off to the outlet and you're just going to find that gem, and you're just oh man, why these pair of sneakers cost $60 when they retail for 200 or whatever. And you're just yeah, that always, when I heard that name, I was just man, it just takes me back to outlet shopping.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a few gems in my collection from the back wall, that's for sure.
I think Donald picked up a real good one the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was at the
Doesn't
back.
happen that often.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, obviously the dream account, I'm guessing, for retailers is the Nike, the big ones, or Jordan brands. But is there one that you're actively chasing that you really, really like outside of the biggest ones?
Yeah, to be honest, it would be New Balance. I think that might honestly be harder to get than Nike from all reports. As I said, I've been rejected from a few brands a few times, and they're one of them. They're just so hard to get in contact with. It's insane. No matter how many avenues you go through, you just you can't get a response from anyone. So, but hoping in the future, hopefully bump into the right person, or finally get a response. And we're doing really well. So that would be the dream, especially to get some really nice like made-ins in. That would be really cool. Some nice collaborations there. And then Nike would obviously be up there as well.
What about Asics? Is that another brand that you've been pursuing?
Asics as well. We've got a little bit of feedback from them, and still waiting to hear back from them. But yeah, especially in the gel light range. I've got a couple of gel lights in, but obviously it's harder to source yourself compared to being able to get the latest releases in. So Asics is a big one as well that we want to get, and I actually think that's a bit more attainable than a New Balance or a Nike contract in the short term. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think too, given that Asics has made, like a lot of connections with a lot of other Australian kind of retail sneaker stores, there's a lot of potential there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you get your own collab down the road as well. That would be
We'll
amazing.
be all over it.
That would
Goals.
be great. That would be absolutely
100%.
incredible.
Cool. So we've heard these stories about like retailers having difficulties getting the kind of shoes that they want, right? Because you're not always going to get retro, or you're not always going to get this hot new silhouette from a particular brand. Is that true that when you approach a brand, that they will just try and give you some of those silhouettes that are not really liked or not really in demand, and then you have to sell a lot of them first before you even get a chance to sell those sought after silhouettes?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends brand to brand. I mean, my experience with Saucony so far has been, nothing short of amazing. Literally, whatever I've got access to all their originals, and whatever I think is going to sell, I can get in whatever quantities, as long as it's available. Obviously, I haven't been able to order in pairs for the future, which is generally how you do it, kind of 6 months in advance. But whatever they've got left, they've been amazing in saying, this is what we've got, what would you like? But yeah, other brands, speaking with other brands, you do have to carry some of their lesser known silhouettes to stock their more popular ones, because obviously, whichever brand it may be, they want to push their lesser known one, so it does actually become more popular. So yeah, you do have to kind of take the good with the bad in that sense, but hopefully, you can believe in that silhouette that it's going to do well. But yeah, you do have to take some, and for some, like, it depends on the market, right? Like, some people might like that shoe for a different reason. So yeah, it's not all too bad.
And
Well, often I was going to say, often those shoes that kind of Donald's talking about are generally more popular amongst people who aren't sneakerheads anyway. So there's always potential to move a lot of those and get sort of different traffic through your store, I guess. Yeah,
100%. We get quite a diverse range of people coming through Crow's Nest, whether it be someone like you guys who are really into your sneakers, or it could be just someone just doing the pickup from school that's walking in around Crow's Nest. That someone literally came in today, said they just need to pick something up from Woolworths, and they're walking past, and next thing you know, they've just bought a pair of classic Nike sneakers, like a Court Royale, like that I personally would never wear, but it's cheap, and it's they're happy. So yeah, you're right. It's definitely it definitely does depend on the customer.
And when
Sounds
you
like me, like whenever I go and oh, sorry, JP.
That's all right.
Something from Woolies.
JP's a kind of
And I come back with a pair of shoes.
Three
It
boxes
happens
of
all the
sneakers.
time.
Sorry.
It's all right. I was just gonna say, when you open up that upstairs space, are you looking into like holding like apparel from these brands as well?
Yeah, we actually are. We're not necessarily from Saucony at the moment or Nike. We're looking at doing streetwear. We're actually in talks with a brand called Arthur Raymond, and they're also local in North Sydney. So we're looking at getting them in upstairs, and we're also looking at other brands and getting them in as well, through that consignment where they can actually pretty much rent a rack and use their brand or use our space to get exposure for their brand. So yeah, we're definitely looking at getting more brands in. In terms of with the brands that we already stock, like your Nike, Adidas, Asics, Saucony, we haven't really got any apparel from them yet. But yeah, apparel's a little bit new to me, so I'll definitely need to test run a little bit more to see how that goes compared to sneakers. But that is the plan, to get some apparel in as well.
Nice. Would be nice if you had the Backwall branded apparels as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something I've thought about in the future. I mean, I've got some staff t-shirts, and a lot of my mates want to come and grab one, and I'm like, go for it, as long as you're going to wear it around. It's free advertising. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. Even potentially as well, working with Arthur Raymond to do something in the future with the Backwall, or whether it's another brand. That would be exciting to stock your own line of clothing. But as the dream would be to collaborate with a sneaker brand and have your own little collab with someone there as well.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
Has there been like a big learning curve in any area after you've like something that you didn't realize you really needed to know when you opened the store up, and then you like had to really learn really quickly?
One thing I think I've learned is I definitely have a spending problem on shoes. It's very hard to.
Guilty.
It's
You're talking to the wrong group. We're not going to help you.
We're gonna make it worse for you.
yeah, I just want to order the whole shop, right? But I know I'm not going to be able to sell all of it. So picking and choosing what to sell in the right quantities has been a little bit difficult, but not necessarily difficult. It's been more self-control. And then the other thing has been, kind of the online side of stuff. I don't have much of a background in that, and I've pretty much been doing that myself with a little bit of help. So yeah, learning in that, learning as well customer service. I think our customer service has been really strong though, with everyone that we've got on board and our staff. So that's a big point of difference that we want, compared to your bigger retailers, to that boutique kind of feel. The fact that you feel welcome and you can kind of feel a part of the community as well. Kind of your classic kind of retail stuff as well. A little bit of a learning curve, a little bit of experience there, but yeah, it's all a learning curve, to be honest. But I really enjoy it. So yeah, I can't wait to continue to learn, because I'm sure I'll be learning for the next 5-10 years.
That's it. Hey, like, you're so willing to learn all the different aspects of this whole new venture that you've got going, and I think that's halfway, right? It's halfway there, and you've got this vision now, and you're aiming towards that, which I think is fantastic. And I mean, you were saying you've only been open for 6 weeks?
Yeah, that's it, 6 weeks.
And yeah, and I mean, for me, like, I get so hyped up when I see stores starting to stock sneakers that I'm into, right? So so a couple of weeks ago when JP's like, oh, this is a new store, have a look. They've got, as soon as he said they've got Saucony, I was like, take photos, I want to see what they've got. Like, yeah, so yeah, I think kudos to you, man. Like, that's awesome.
Basically, G's saying that he's gonna buy
Ironic.
half of your inventory.
Like,
I was gonna say, ironically, the store owners also get hyped when they realize they've stocked something that he
Yeah.
likes. Like, oh,
Just
fuck
take
yeah.
just take a swipe of his credit card and just constantly send him pairs.
honestly, like, yeah. When I go visit, I'm just gonna leave my credit card there. Like, just it's gonna be awesome.
Pass him to his house.
We'll have to put it on file.
Can I ask quickly just something about, like, you're talking about your customer service and how much you're learning about that, and how much you praise them for what they're doing and how they take care of their customers. The one thing, I guess it's a bit of a pet peeve for me, is that, you know, when I go into a sneaker store, like, you know, like your big stores, and you know, the people that I speak to in customer service, and I'm asking them questions about certain sneakers, they can't really answer my questions because of the knowledge that I have, right? It's kind of just like, oh yeah, no, those shoes will look great with jeans.
And now some fancy.
Yeah. Is there? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, are you pushing for a bit more product knowledge with your staff, so that they, you know, can sell those sneakers and at least be able to have those conversations with, you know, different types of sneaker enthusiasts in a sense?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, during the week, I'm generally there. So I hope I've got a decent amount of knowledge to be able to talk through sneakers. And obviously, we've got in, you know, the brand would have spoken to me, you know, about it. And that's obviously also given me a bit of extra knowledge. But yeah, as I said, on a Saturday, like when I'm not there, I generally have got someone who does know quite a lot about shoes and someone who knows nothing about shoes. And that's kind of the mix that we go for. It kind of works with someone that, you know, has no idea. They just want a pair of shoes and they go, oh, well, you know, I've got these. And then, you know, for your customer like yourself, you know, I've got, for example, I've got James and Nathan. They're probably two other employees that have got a really good knowledge of sneakers. And they'll be there on a weekend. And I'm definitely pushing them to have a really good understanding, because, you know, as I said, it's a boutique store. I think it's going to attract more sneakerheads, and that's definitely the goal, to attract that type of customer and to be able to actually have conversations and yeah, as a kind of build a little community, honestly. So yeah, not only to come in and buy shoes, but have a chat, see what's releasing soon as well. So yeah, definitely that's something we're pushing for, but unfortunately not every staff member is going to be able to have that knowledge. So
I mean, I don't want to
fair,
sound like I know everything about shoes, but it's more the conversations, right? It's more the conversations.
Emmanuel, compared to the 16-year-old girl you're talking to with a referee T-shirt on, I think you do.
To be fair, right? It's gonna be hard to find someone that's more knowledgeable than G anyway. So I wouldn't aim that high.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just because I talk to teenagers every day that I need to talk to some adults.
He goes to stores to talk to adults.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions, guys?
Not so much a question, but I just, again, a big congratulations, man. I just think it's awesome, you know, like for us, like for this panel that you're talking to, like that's a dream.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we probably, none of us could pull it off because we would all go bankrupt. We're all fucking addicts. It wouldn't go well, but certainly impressive. And I really loved hearing the backstory about, you know, out of your mum and dad's house, you know, just shifting sneakers out of there. It's you know, pretty cool story and a pretty good way to get to where you are now. So yeah, I guess I'll just say congratulations, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I couldn't have done it, you know, without my parents' help, to be honest. You know, going halves on, or firstly giving up their space in their house and giving up a whole room. Yeah, going halves as well, and all the, you know, help and support that they've given me as well. You know, as well, sometimes, you know, even my wife now will, you know, occasionally, you know, line up for sneakers and bring all of their friends. We, you know, hear about a shock drop. What are you doing? You know, so to be able to get into that position to be able to open a sneaker shop. So yeah, it's I'm very blessed, that's for sure.
Amazing. Yeah, that's cool.
awesome.
I have one more question. What's your top sneaker of 2022?
Oh, that's a
that
good
is
question.
a tough one. Obviously, the Lost and Founds that came out, I copped an L on those, but there's a lot of hype around them, and I've seen them in person, and they look really nice. So I definitely really like those ones. I'm just trying to think what was released, back kind of, early in the year. I'm as I said, I really liked the Saucony hair and tortoise pack that came in. That was really cool. But yeah, I think the Lost and Founds probably hard to go past. Hopefully, they released and they just went up in price. So I'm hoping they can get out a little bit.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as you, Jack. I had major FOMO. I think I lost 11
Yeah.
raffles or
You
something.
didn't go hard
like
enough.
that, so it was pretty
Insane.
You need to
brutal.
double that. Or triple.
Everyone, all these guys are like doubling up, and like I'm just getting L after L. I was like, made it
Size
worse
12
for
is
me,
the hardest size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
I'll
great.
move him from
But,
the shot.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, look, like I guess that's another thing. If you miss out, it's not your fault for copying.
Yeah.
Like, no one's mad at you guys. So
Just
don't
my
worry about it. But yeah, disappointing. Yeah, just me. Just
No, I feel your pain.
L. That's all good. It's all right. There's always another pair. There's
In
always
3 years,
another pair.
apparently. 85 cut.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Jack,
right.
what-
That's right. I'm going to send my heritages off to get custom into Chicago.
that's right.
So that'll be my.
I might
that'll
do
be my
that as well
retribution.
with my heritage. But I do have Lost and Found, so not a requirement.
Thanks, Cock.
I think I'll do that to my heritage as well. Just because Michael's doing it. Michael's doing it,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh my God! Why did I?
In
open
solidarity
my mouth?
with
Let's see who
Micah,
can get it done first.
we have the we have the ghetto
actually,
Chicago's.
I actually really like the Joe Fresh Goods collab as well with New Balance. I thought that was that was probably my favorite
Yes.
collaboration there with
Yeah, you just made Donald very happy.
Yeah. The 993s or the 9060s?
993s.
Yeah.
Which color was your favorite out of the 3?
Oh, that's a tough one. I like the kind of the orangey colorway. That was probably the nicest. I'm
Big fan.
actually I love the shuttered backboards, the starfishes. So I'm a big fan of anything with kind of an orange hint with sneakers.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything that kind of goes that way.
Oh, well, good luck on the lobsters then, my friend.
I'll need it.
Yeah, same.
Cool. All right. So I guess we'll move on to the other tradition of the show, wherein we look at the upcoming sneakers and decide whether we want them or not. Usually the answer is we want all of them. But yeah, we'll include you in our FOMO session.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, first off, we have the Air Jordan 3 Wizards colorway. Is it Wizards? Yeah, the Wizards
Yeah,
colorway.
the Wizards.
Which looks like university blue than the Wizards blue. Let's start with JP. What do you think, JP?
I like them, but I'm trying to stick to like more of the early OG colorways with Nike Air and stuff on the back. So I'm trying to stay away from Jordan a bit at the moment, just because there's so many other options out there at the moment. But no, it's going to be I'm going to not get these ones.
It will be an L.
Yeah, L and a drop.
You'll try for an L.
Yeah.
Jack, what about you?
Yeah, I actually quite like them. I'm a big fan of Jordan 3s. I'd cop them. I think nothing's too overpowering there as well. With the blue, I actually quite like them. So yeah, I'd probably cop them if I could.
Cool. G, what do you think?
Because I've got the True Blues, I'd probably wear the True
Yeah.
Blues more than I would these, so I'll pass on these ones. But just because of FOMO, I'd probably pick up a pair as well. But so
Micah.
I was actually going to say exactly the same thing. I've already got the True Blues, and these are quite similar. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I'm a bit threed out, I guess. I love my threes, but yeah, just I think I've got enough. This one's just a bit too simple for me, so it's a bit pass.
Cool. Same reason for me. I have the True Blue as well, and I actually got rid of my Racer Blue, so I don't really see any reason for me to cop this one. So it's gonna be a pass for me. Doesn't have the N logo as well, so cool. Next up, we have the Nike Dunk Low Remastered 3.0. It looks like those scrap dunks that was released last year. JP, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'm not sure actually. I think it'd be an L for me. I definitely don't think I'd want these ones. Yeah, they're good zoom.
Yeah, Zoom midsole.
I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence at the moment. It's the first time I've actually seen these, which is quite unusual for me. But I think I might have
Lace
to wait a
look is
bit.
nice as well.
Yeah, I might have to try them on and see how they go if I can. I don't mind that strap down the center either. A little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got exposed foam like on off-white thumb.
Yeah.
Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll probably pass on those ones actually. I wasn't a massive fan of the scrap dunk lows, and yeah, they kind of remind me of that. Yeah, I don't see myself wearing those. Maybe, yeah, as you said, bit of FOMO. Maybe I might get on one, but yeah, I'd probably pass on those.
Cool. G, what about you?
for me, I like the utility kind of aesthetic on them. I think they look pretty cool, but I'm just all dunked out. Hey, like I'm trying to get rid of some of my dunks, like so. I'm gonna pass on these ones.
Cool. Micah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think they've executed this pretty well. I like the olive colorway. I generally like shoes that are olive. But yeah, just a bit dunked out. Like the only kind of dunks I'm copying these days are SBs, and I don't have many anyway, so it'll be a pass from me.
Cool. I really like them. I like the design, or maybe because they're olive, but yeah, no, I kind of like them.
Yeah, the hits of orange goes really well with
Yeah,
the olive
yeah,
too. Like,
that's
it
a
looks,
surefire
yeah,
hit
like
if you do it that way. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it looks like it's more of like an outdoorsy type of sneakers.
Yeah, that front of the sole, it looks like it wraps up a bit higher or something. So it could
Yeah,
be a bit more
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
as G was saying, like utilitarian. So it's kind of cool.
yeah, not
I
bad.
might actually try for them just to see them, but yeah, I'm not paying resale though. So cool. Next up, we have the Up There New Balance 2002R Backyard Legends 2. JP, what do you think?
So I'm on the fence about this pair. I kind of want to just get it just to support like a local boutique and just grab them and just have them in the collection. But as most people know, I just don't really like the 2002 on foot. For me, it's not the right shoe for me. But yeah, I think I will probably grab them if I can on the day. But at the moment, I'm going to say like a maybe.
Cool. Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, I actually really like these ones. Yeah, as I said, I like New Balance. I think I'll definitely be trying to cop those ones for sure. Yeah, I like everything about it, to be honest. I think it's really cool. Do you know when they're releasing?
Cool.
The 10th
Next
week.
Saturday, right?
Next Saturday.
Next
Yeah.
Saturday. Yep.
at
Yeah.
8 a.m. I think it is.
8 a.m. next Saturday. In
Yeah.
store Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
And I
So
think
you
this
may want to, Jack. You may want to just
point sec.
postpone your opening for a little bit, so
Yeah.
you can try and cop these.
Yeah.
I'm
Not a
pretty
bad
sure
shout.
this time they're doing a global and like every release at once. Like last time they dropped, they
Yeah.
split them up. So there was like local only, and then they did it international. So this
Yeah.
time it'll be interesting to see if like it's going crazy or not. So
Yeah, because they're going
Mm.
they're doing the in-store one first, right? The day before.
Yep.
yeah,
Friday. Yeah. Cool. What about you, G?
Look, I've got the first ones, and I do love the silhouette. That photo that I saw earlier, I think I posted on the group chat, like that the angle on that shot just made me like the shoe a little bit more. Again, on the fence, but I'll be copying. I'll think
Micah.
about it when I have it in hand.
So I definitely prefer the first one, just the colorway. I'm not a fan of the 2002R either. I don't like this colorway as much as the first iteration. The pink and the green hits on the heel make me laugh a bit because it does scream cricket. So they've done a good job there, but it's going to be a drop from me.
Cool. Yeah, I'm on the fence on this one as well, but like I said, I mean, we keep saying
buy
we're
every
on the
new box.
fence or we're unsure, but as soon as the gates open, we're probably gonna be copying anyway. So it's probably a cop for me. It's a no for me right now, but I know that as soon as the day comes, I'll probably end
Yeah.
up copying anyway. So
It'll be a yes at 7:59 on
Yeah.
the 10th of December.
yeah, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kid myself on that one.
I reckon it
Cool.
could be
Next up, we
one
have
of the great pairs to wear to your Christmas lunches. I reckon.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Just don't get
yeah.
anything on them.
Yeah.
yeah, because of the white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those like white woolen jumpers, like the winter cricket knits as well, just to match with it.
I wonder if they're gonna have the same cover as the
Us-
Backyard Legends one.
I was about to say, yeah, is it going to come with like the guard on the laces and
Yeah.
all the accessories? I don't know. I haven't seen
No.
it.
Oh, like
You
a
haven't
yeah,
seen any
strap.
pictures of anything like with the box
Yeah.
and stuff. So it'd be,
I would assume so.
Yeah,
we'll see.
we'll see. Next up, we have the Saucony Originals reissue of the 2007 Pro Grid Triumph 4. Triumph 4. I think they're just pretty much doing the 2000 runner retro vibe going
Yeah.
on. JP, what do you think?
I actually like those black ones. Not gonna lie. I think the other two colors it's a bit too busy, with all the lines and stuff all over them. But the black one's kind of cool, just like with the black, silver, and grey. I don't mind that.
Cool. Jack, what do you think? Are you gonna get this in store?
Yeah, I was going to say we actually have got these in a week ago in that colorway there, in the white silver, and we still got maybe about 10 pairs left. So if anyone does want one, probably got in your side. But yeah, I don't really like the lemon colorway. I think it is a bit much, but I do like the other two colorways, the black and the silver. But yeah, it's not my favorite Saucony silhouette. I think depends how well they sell in the shop over the coming weeks, and if there's one sitting there in a 10.5, I might take one. And my willpower might fall away. But yeah, I'm a bit on the fence at the moment with these ones. They're definitely growing on me though every time I see them in the stores. So.
My size is still available. I was just looking at them.
Oh, do you want me to pick them up for you tomorrow?
G, what do you think?
It's a lot of nostalgia for me. I used to sell these back in the day when I was working for Rebel. I remember when all the Mizuno and the Brooks came out, these came out, and I was just like, man, these are pretty sick. But for me, I'd only be buying them for nostalgia, but I don't think I'll pass on them. Because we had the silver ones, hey, the ones with the blue, that blue gradient. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, so there's a lot of nostalgia when I saw that picture.
Cool. What about you, Micah?
I'm going to be the hater here. I'm sorry. Unless I'm taking a time machine back to the mid 2000s and I'm going to shank someone,
Wow.
I'm okay. It's only time like I need to hey, I'm going back in time so I can commit a murder or a
Wow.
robbery. I'm gonna rob a milk bar for some ciggies. I don't know. That's just personally just the vibes it gives off for me. Look, I love Saucony, but this is not the silhouette for me.
Cool. I kind of like the white one as well. It reminds me of the 1906R, and there are some 1906Rs that I want to grab that I missed out. Thinking maybe like the FOMO in me is kicking in, so we'll see. I'm looking at the Backwall's page right now, and I don't know. Cool. Next up, we have the Nike Dunk Low Chicago. They're calling this Chicago Split. Okay, so they did mention the split there. JP, what do you think?
Yeah, no, not a fan. Yeah, for me it just looks a bit weird, so it's definitely a no for me.
Cool. Jack.
Yeah, I haven't seen those ones before actually. Yeah, first look, yeah, not too much of a fan. There has been a lot of dunk lows coming out, so it's probably got to be a special colorway for me to grab. Yeah, in the dunk low, and yeah, it is a little bit strange the colorway. So yeah, I'll probably pass on them.
Yeah. Cool. G, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Straight away.
No
I've got
explanation.
that
just like-
because, like, if I get these, it's just pointless because I won't wear them. Yeah, I just won't wear them. Not if I've got, like, you know, if I've got the choice to wear the SB Chicagos over these, I'd wear the SB Chicagos.
Yeah. I think everyone would make that choice as well.
Yeah.
Or the
But what if you
75th
have like a
anniversary.
split outfit as well, a split colored outfit? Gee,
Like back in the
would you
90s
wear
with the
them?
Rippleways.
Yeah,
Yeah. Stick one.
Cool. Micah, what do you think?
I feel like Donald, you're gonna buy these for me and send them to my house.
Just to annoy you.
Because I missed out on the lost and found,
Here you go.
and as a troll, and I'm just gonna make me so upset. It's gonna make me more angry.
I'll give them mismatch
so-
box as well. Like I'll probably give you.
I'll give Donald
it's
half
just
the
like-
money too.
It's like the crying Jordan version of the lost and found. You know what I mean?
We have that at home.
Like, oh no, it's just like, oh nah, these make me a little bit angry just after the lost and found release. It's gonna be a drop.
Imagine marketing this as like you missed out on the lost and found, then get these.
Exactly. Well, it's a little bit like that because it's like a dunk. It's
sale
similar, you know,
midsole
they've
as
done-
well.
Yeah.
Exactly, and like even the laces are like they're green. It's just like fuck you, man.
Yeah,
The
actually-
reimagined Chicagos.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. If these rock up to my house, I know who bought them for me.
it's actually unusual to see a dunk unlaced like that from in the box like that. It's pretty rare. I don't think I've seen one in a long time like that.
Well, they're copying the
Yeah.
lost and found unboxed, right?
Yeah.
So-
That's what I mean. I'm surprised they didn't have like black
Yeah.
laces in there.
It'd be
as
easy
well.
custom though, Micah, for you.
Yeah, it's true. No, well, you'd say that, but excepting the back of the
Oh,
sole.
yeah.
Like, if all the sole was one color, then I actually thought of that. Like, that was the first thing. I was like, I could probably just custom that tick just to make it black. It'd be fine. But then because of the way they've done the
Yeah, and
heel,
the front with the
it's
grey
kind
at
of
the front.
ruined it. Like, exactly. Like, it's you can't.
They come
do
with
it.
the receipt as well, Micah, but with different colors.
Well, send them to me with the receipt.
It's a pass for me. Like they're hideous. I mean, yeah, no, just no. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 2 Low Cherrywood. This looks like I'm yeah. JP, what do you think?
Not for me. It looks like yeah, I don't know. It could be just a women's exclusive, the look of it, but yeah, it's too plain for me. Too much white at the front. Yeah, no, definitely no.
Looks like PSG too. Just
Yeah,
needs
kind
a
of like
PSG logo. Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd probably pass on those. Not really a massive fan of the Jordan 2s as well. I mean, you probably get away with wearing them as just like I honestly see one of those that they look like a pair of Reeboks. To be honest, the Club C's that you just can wear them as beaters.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're probably a bit pricey to do that.
Cool.
Okay.
G, what do you think?
I was gonna say what Jack was gonna say. Like they remind me of some Reebok Club C's, and the Club C's would be cheaper to buy. So I'm gonna pass on these. As much as I love 2s, I'm gonna pass on these ones.
Cool. Micah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind 2s, but I don't know. I'm not as big a fan of the low cut in the 2s. I much prefer the highs on the 2s. And these are a bit boring, so it's just going to be a straight pass.
Cool. I'm the opposite. I like the lows better than the highs on the 2s, but this is not it for me as well. I'm actually more interested on the remastered dunk in the background. It looks like a light colored version of that remastered dunk that we were looking at earlier. So
yeah.
looks interesting. Anyway, moving on, we have the Reebok Brain Dead collaboration, Otherworldly Shacknosis. JP, what do you think?
I don't have the original Shacknosis, and I feel just the black and white is just a better colorway. Yeah, I'm not sure about that hairy suede on the side either, so it's a no for me.
The materials look really, really good, like that mesh. And yeah. Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's always tough though, isn't it, to see how something looks in photo compared to in hand. But it does look like a fairly high quality pair. But I don't know if they're for me. I think maybe to put out on display, but yeah, I don't know if they're for me to wear.
Cool. G, what do you think?
Just like what Julian's saying, like Shacknosis to me is just black and white. Do you guys remember the Chia Pets?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Like with all that grass that's growing out of that stocking. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, it's a pass from me.
Cool. Micah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck you'd wear with these, to be honest.
Your
I have
usual
no
clothes.
idea how you-
Your usual fit, Micah.
Mate, you're on crack. No, there's going to be a Shacknosis on me.
Nice one.
I think you can pull this off, Micah, with any of your outfits.
I will. I'll pull it off and throw it in the bin.
The baggy pants.
Materials wise, they look really nice. But the silhouette, like I'm not a fan. Yeah, it looks like they're high quality, but yeah, I just don't know how to wear them as well. So, yep, it's a pass for me. And for the last one, we have another Air Jordan 3 reimagined. Speaking of lost and found, we have now the Air
Fuck's
Air
sake.
Jordan 3 version of it. JP, what do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely a cop for me. Just the materials look super like buttery. All that white looks really nice, and it has that Nike Air on the back, so gotta grab it. Yeah, definitely a cop for me.
Cool. Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'd be copying those. That they look really nice, actually. You can wear them with anything as well, and yeah, the Nike Air on the back. That looks nice. Even the difference as well with the cream there on the back and on the sole.
Yeah. Cool. G.
Yeah, I'd love 2 pairs just so I can tell Mike I've got a double.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, but I love it. Hey, like it just looks like they're using the 88 cut, so it's got the shape of the toe box looks amazing. Like,
Yeah.
just the materials look really really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to. It just seems like, in our chat we were saying, like, just seems like JB's gonna ride this wave, and it just, yeah, looking forward to what they do with all of the retros if they continue it. But these look really nice. I would love to.
Cool. Micah.
I mean, these are perfect. This is like the perfect three.
Right.
Yeah, these are absolute fire. They're so clean. So yeah, looking forward to getting the L on these ones. It's going to be so cheap. Like I literally dropped every sneaker this week except for this one, which is the one I get the L on anyway. So.
You might as well get the prognosis.
Yeah. It's a consolation for all of your L's.
What for? No, it's okay. I'll save my money. I got lots of sneakers. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a yes for me as well. I feel like this is actually better than the Lost and Found because it's not overkill. It's just doing that sail color on the back and the
It's just
midsole.
so clean, man.
It was done really, really nicely. So yeah, it's a cup for me, and this is what I'm missing with the Nike Air at the back Jordan 3s. So yeah. Yep.
Well, let's just hope JB sticks with that design, hey, because we know what they're like.
Yeah. Imagine doing it on
Yeah,
the
that's
4,
the thing.
5, and 6 as well, going up, like the reimagine at least up to whatever Jordan wore. Yeah, be nice. Cool. And I think that's it for our upcoming sneakers. And I would just like to say thank you again, Jack, for coming on the show. I mean, we would love to have you back as well if you want to talk about some new stuff happening in your store. And us as a group, we love supporting local businesses as well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Guys? JB?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to your opening or your upstairs opening next weekend. So on the 10th, I think you said.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, really looking forward to coming and taking a look.
Cool. G?
Yeah, Jack, it was awesome to meet you. Hey, just to chat about stuff and chat about kicks. Apologies in advance because our guest group chat has just been going off with just all random stuff about sneakers and whatnot. But yeah, no, I can't wait to head out on the outside of the bridge and come visit the store as soon as the school year's over. I'll have more time to go venture out and yeah, hopefully cop some kicks, man. So yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you, man.
Cool. Micah?
Yeah, so big thanks to Jack for coming on and telling us his story. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully I can get up to Sydney at some point, and I'll certainly make that a point of call if I get up there. Look, it's great exposure for you here, Jack. The 6 viewers that we've got are probably really keen to come and check out the store as well. So, great chat anyway, guys, and thanks.
And Jack?
Yeah, no,
Anything
thank
else
you so
you want
much
to say or promote?
Yeah, I was just going to say thank you so much for having me. It's been awesome and I've really enjoyed it. Just being able to chat sneakers, regardless of the shop. So yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'd be happy to come back on any time. You'd like me to come back. And yeah, hopefully see you all down at the store. That'd be great.
Cool. It's
Sounds
an open
awesome.
invite, so if you're available, just let us know and you can always come on the pod. So.
Yeah, no worries. Friday nights is usually a good night for me anyway.
Absolutely.
So, if you're ever interested, particularly Saucony, I'll definitely let you know. I can put an extra size aside for you guys if you're keen on any styles or silhouettes.
Stop it! You're getting
This might be the first time in my whole life I didn't.
Micah finally getting the W's.
I think you're back trying to romance me. I'm like, come on, buddy.
Cool. And for everyone listening, thanks again for coming back and listening to us ramble about sneakers. And see you guys again next week. And good night.
Yeah, nice one, fellas. Good night.
Cheers,
Night.
guys.
Take care. Peace.